Alright, so today we're back for another little video where we're just gonna pop in some artifact runs. I don't know exactly how many I'm gonna do. At least the 5 condensed I have, but I'm not too sure. So today what I want to talk about is how fun the last event was. So the last event, like the fighting event, where you could choose your difficulty and stuff like that. I thought that was really fun. I like when they do stuff like this where it's just like it's not necessarily hard. I mean, okay, it kind of was, like, let's be honest. But it's not necessarily like impossible, it's just really hard. And what I really like is that they actually made like I mean, that's what they do with basically every fighting event. But one thing I really like about this is can I not look at the okay, I can't actually, I'm stupid. When you do the difficulties, like these two are really easy to get, and that's like what I guess people really care about. Let's be honest, like it all they care about is primo gems. But I think it's really nice to like at least give like a little bit of an incentive to I guess do something that's a bit harder. And yeah, I think it's really nice. Now obviously I got like beyond carried. Like it wasn't even funny how much Clorinde carried me in that event. Um I I think every single one but like two were done with Clorinde. I tried I think one of them was like Geo. Um That one I'm surprised I even finished. But yeah, I did it with Clorinde as well. Obviously, I mean, why would I use anyone but Clorinde? But I don't know. Well, actually, that could be good. That could be really good. If that rolls crit damage, could be good. Yeah, so I thought that was really nice. I like these events. Fighting events are usually my favorite ones. I don't know if like people actually agree with this, but I think it's quite nice. Usually, oh, whoops. It's usually the ones I of liking the most. Unless they're like really obnoxious. I remember there was one that was really obnoxious and just like annoying. Um, but I don't remember when it was. I think it was maybe like around a year ago or something like that. But like honestly, I don't know. I just like them. There was one that I feel like it's been a while since they added. It's like back then there were like events where you could choose your difficulty kind of, but not in the same way that you can with like the new event. It's like you could actually change the amount of HP and everything, which I think was really fun. I feel like that's something that should be like in the game permanently. Because it just gives you something to do, especially if it's again, I'm such a big advocate for the like simulated universe type of thing in Genshin. I mean, that would be great. I think everyone agrees it would be great. As long as there's like rewards that you can actually get and it's not just trash. I think that could be. I mean, I think that's obviously really good for the game. Just add like replayability. I think it's really nice. Um, so yeah, where was I going with this? Probably, yeah. So I think they should add something like that permanently. Like even just being able to like decide um the enemy power. There's another game I already talked about this game before, but it's not important what game it is. Basically, like every month or so, there's an event that comes, and you can kind of like decide um what you want to get from no the enemy's strength basically, and then you have some restrictions and stuff like that, which I think is really interesting. Which I think they could totally just add in this game. And most of the things you get from that event, I mean, that's not true actually. There's a okay amount of rewards. Um, but I mean, a lot, like one of the big things is like some cosmetics. Sorry, that was a really shitty pronunciation. But yeah, you can get some cosmetics. Again, oh my God, okay, this is actually good. You can get some cosmetics. Goddamn. From that event, which I think would be pretty nice. I mean, if they just like the with the theater, they added like those little poses that you can have with your characters, which I think is really good. I mean, honestly, the new ones I think are kind of mid because I've seen some videos. I mean, not some videos, some shorts, I guess, talking about how like they're kind of just reusing the idle animations. I don't know who it was. I mean, I think Novlat is just a reuse of his idol, which is kind of annoying, I'll say. It makes it easier, I guess, to take photos. Um, I mean, not that I'm really taking any photos, so I wouldn't know. Anyway, so they could do something like this, which I think would be pretty interesting. Now, obviously, once a month is kind of rough. I think they could do it more often than once a month. But I mean, Abyss is like once a month nowadays. which is a shame. I wish they had kept like the 2 weeks format. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that way, but I think, I mean, I don't know. Especially now that Abyss, you only have to do the last two floors. I think adding, like, having one happen more often or like adding more floors. I don't know about adding more floors because they would need to make it harder than it. I mean, is it actually harder? I would need to test because I remember like, I wanted to test something like a year ago, maybe, probably less than that, to just see how characters fared at like a free-to-play-ish level. Now, obviously, I'm not like, I mean, my artifacts are free-to-play 100%, but like, I have some characters that have some constellations, which I don't think is very free-to-play. Unless you're talking about 4 stars. 4 stars, definitely. But anyways, I wanted to test out if it was possible to do the Abyss with like, if someone was really smart and just getting like the good characters, if he was able to do it. Because, I mean, back then it was like way worse. I remember the Abyss was so hard. Some of the hardest we've ever had. If not the, anyways, that's not important. So yeah, I went in with some free-to-play characters. I mean, not free-to-play characters, just like free-to-play achievable teams, I guess. And I ended up doing it pretty close, but still, I mean, it was doable. Um, so yeah, right now, considering it's like the Abyss is a lot easier than it was back then. I think we could definitely. I should try that like again. And if I'm like really easily beating it, because again, I say this every fucking video, but I'm not good at this game, right? So if I can beat it, I'm sure everyone can. Unless you're on mobile. Mobile might be a little rough. Honestly, goddamn. I'm so glad I left mobile, I can't lie. Um, anyways, that's a topic for another video, maybe. Yeah. So I don't know. I think they should possibly add another floor or just like make it happen more often. That'd be pretty nice. So we're kind of wrapping up here. This is the last run, and then we'll have like I think we only had one or two that were actually rollable. Um, so let's see how it ends up going. Surely it's gonna go well. That was a pretty slow run, but it's fine. They wouldn't group up, unfortunately. I don't know why they're like really inconsistent with the way that they're like grouping. They're usually grouping fine. Maybe I'm just not using Kazuha right. I don't know. I don't want to use Kaza in the middle because then he's going to take damage. I mean, he's likely to take damage. And I feel like usually, like, he staggers them more than he just, um, like, brings them together. I would need to test it, but, those enemies don't feel like they move that much, like, when they get staggered. So which one is it that I wanted to roll? I don't remember what it was. Um, it was this one, definitely. So let's see if it goes well. Maybe. Crit damage on, otherwise I'm not rolling that, for sure not. Defense percent, alright, thank you. I was doing some research the other day about like artifact stuff, and it's so dumb. I actually couldn't believe it. But each like individual substat has like a different chance of actually being on your artifact, which I think is so dumb. What I think it was no, it's like a sands. Double crit sands, yeah. Yeah, so like flat stats have like, bro, flat stats have double the chance of being on your artifact than like a crit, like either crit, basically. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. I think it's really silly. Could that be any good? I mean, I guess okay, if it misses one crit, I think I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. Actually, I'm a gambler, so let's just try and check this. This is not a good idea. 5.8, that was a low ass roll. I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be mid, yeah. Defense percent. It's fine. We're gonna be able to feed this. I actually never use these. Like, I unlock this, but dude, I don't remember the last time I actually used that. I can probably just unlock everything that's in here. Yeah. Anyways, it's gonna be about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.